Hey, TikTok fam. So it's not Tuesday, but you're hearing from me. This is Grace, and you're hearing from me because there is something that has been on my mind. Um, and I'm just going to jump right in, right? So I've been hearing about the Diddy situation and all the allegations and all those things going on. And I wasn't there. I don't know anything about it, so I'm not going to speculate. I don't know who was involved and who did what. Um, but I do know, just based on reports and everything else, that there are some, um, we'd like to call them victims. I'll just say survivors um, out there. Not necessarily just from Diddy, but from other situations. And let me tell you how I know. So I was less than 6 years old when I was first molested. hmm I was a baby. And I say less than 6 years old because I don't remember exactly when it started. It just always seemed like it had been going on. He was a friend of the family, someone that should have been trusted, should have been able to be around a baby. Um, yeah, but he wasn't to be trusted. So I don't remember when it started. I remember how it ended. I remember the last night that he climbed on top of me and proceeded to. Mhm. I remember screaming really loud, and I still remember that scream to this day. Um, and I remember my family rushing in. hmm So I remember that. And then I remember the second time I was molested also by a family member, and I never told. I remember being in foster care and being molested more than once. I remember every single time, and each time left an indelible mark on my consciousness, on my um, mentality, on me. And it created something, such a wide open wound within me. So I remember. And so as we are talking about these events, some of us are talking about them laughing and joking and, you know, using all the terms and the vernacular that's going on in our society. We're talking about different things regarding it. But I think that for some of us, we are forgetting that, if these allegations are true, there are survivors out here who have had to learn how to function with a new reality. And I'm trying not to get emotional. These are people who did not ask for this, and whether they did some of the things willingly or not, in the end, it still left a mark. Because of my experiences, it left me with a lack of trust for almost anyone, but especially men. Um, in the same token, it almost gave me this craving for love, and I sought it in all the wrong places. It made me ashamed, it made me guilty, it made me feel like I was at fault for what happened to me, that I had somehow done something that made these people want to hurt me, that made these people want to do what they did to me, that it was my fault. So I took that on and I acted ashamed and guilty. And I said to myself, maybe if I had done something differently, then they wouldn't have touched me. For years, I carried the shame, thinking that maybe if I was better, maybe if I was different, maybe if I hadn't brought this stuff on me, then maybe my mother would not have given me up into foster care. And maybe people would love me more. And maybe people would want to be around me and want to just love me. And I carry that into adulthood. And so my concern is we're talking about Diddy and we're talking about all this stuff going on. But again, even outside of that situation, anyone who has been molested or raped, I have to say, but you know what I'm saying, or touched, or anyone who's lost their innocence, they're now having to live with this pain, this well within them that is tough to heal. So I want us to be more aware. I want us to give a little more grace, a little more kindness, a little more consideration to the things that we say. I'm not policing what anyone says. It's something might be funny to you. It's what it is. That's your experience. But I want us to be more aware that there are people, there are silent, again, victims, but silent overcomers that are going day by day, just trying to survive, going by day, just trying to push past these things that altered the course of their lives. And they need that love. They need that support. They need a safe place to feel like they're no longer at fault, especially for something that they had no control over. So let's provide a space. Let's provide a space of healing. If there are survivors from that whole situation, let's provide a space where we're not judging them for being apart. We're not judging them for maybe being in the wrong place at the wrong time, where we are not blaming the victim, which is sometimes something we do, where they can actively come out of this hurt and heal. And it might take a long time. It might take, who knows what it will take. For me, I always say I am healed. I am no longer in that place. I'm no longer that person who was taken advantage of. I'm not. But there are triggers. There are moments. There are times when I wonder, and when the thoughts come back, maybe if you hadn't. And I was a baby, y'all. So I want us to be more aware, offer a space, and know that there are so many silent, victorious overcomers who are still struggling in their healing and looking for a space where they can openly struggle but still be seen as strong and resilient and necessary and amazing. Because what happens to us is not what defines us. Who we are is still amazing, regardless of the negative things that happen. Matter of fact, these negative things only build us even stronger. So from one survivor, one victorious woman, to all of those who might still be struggling, I'm here. And it's hard. I know it's hard. I know you're healing. I know the struggle. I know the pain, the hurt, the shame, the thoughts that if somebody knew what happened to you, that they would judge you and they would make you feel dirty and that you're not good enough. But I'm here to tell you that you are more than good enough. More than good enough. And nothing that happened to you changed how amazing you are. Let's be healing, y'all. We need more of it. That's all I've got. Good night.